First of 3 here on this Thanksgiving Day. Set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Second and goal.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here we go.
Now a second and 10.
Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
Burrow looking to pass. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Down the left sideline. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Packers. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's second and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Burrow. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown, Packers. Travis Kelce, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
On point, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Now he's flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Gun, gun. Stop. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 Thomas. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Eluding the pressure and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. On third down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
Attack!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
On 1, ready?
Burrow on play action. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Hill on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And going deep for Hill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And going deep for Hill.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Burrow. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL. It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. To the right side, this is Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
I'm one. Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Gotta go.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Mixon with a first down carry. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
He's got him in, complete. Mahomes fighting Hill for a big play, 49 yards. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They go play fake. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Down the left sideline. And down to the 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 19 yards away. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Come back.
Now Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's up.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a loss of 2.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And they'll run again. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing These color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I down these two. Hey, 43, 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
12.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Gotta go.
And now they're in the hurry up. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
I don't need to. Hey, rip left. Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final try for Mahomes. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked